All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the finale. This is grouting our bichard. I'm going to start off by saying don't be an idiot like me. Get some newspaper, get some paper towel, put it down underneath you. This is messy as fuck, and me attempting to do it on a white surface is plain stupid. So, put something down, put your gloves on, and then pour about like a quarter of your grout into one of your mixing cups and get a little bit of water in the other one and your popsicle sticks. Like I said, this shit's dirty. And we're going to add just a little bit of water. Now that was not quite enough water, but we're going to mix it up. And then I realized it's not quite enough water, so we're going to put a little bit more in there. And this time it is just a little bit too much. It's a real, I said Goldilocks in the other video, but it's just like the glue. It's a Goldilocks situation here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we added too much the second time. We're going to bring it back down just a little bit with adding more grout. And what we're really looking for here is it can be a bit crumbly in the cup, but when we put it in our hand and we squeeze it, we want it to really hold its shape and to have just a little bit of moisture left over. So it shouldn't be softening. It shouldn't be soupy. It shouldn't be, it should be just a bit thicker than like pasty, you know? And just a little bit of extra moisture. So take your glob and we're going to bring it over. And I don't know what kind of absolute feral fucking maniac goes straight for the face, but that is the choice that I made. You might be slightly less chaotic in nature and start in a corner. And I would say that that is a great decision that you made. A corner is probably the best place to start doing the grouting. And what you're going to do is you're just going to slide it down, then you're going to push it up, then you're going to push it from the side, slide it from the other side. You basically want to try and squeeze the grout into each one of the lines from every single possible side that you can squeeze it in there. And just that way you make sure you get as much grout in between each of the pieces as you possibly can. Now, you want to grout a section and then move on, and don't go back and don't fuck with that section. While we are doing this grouting, there's water in the grout and it is rehydrating the glue that is underneath these pieces, okay? So if you go back and you start fucking with it too much, you may pop out one of the glass pieces, which is fixable. You just wait until the end and then you dig out the grout with one of the skewers and then you glue the piece back in and then you grout on top of it and then you come back to the next step, which is here. If you didn't pop out any pieces, you just needed to let that piece sit for 15 minutes and now we can come back and start buffing this bitch out. So you're going to take a paper towel and you're going to scrunch it up and then you're just going to start buffing this motherfucker in a bunch of circles, okay? And when your paper towel gets too dirty, you're going to scrunch it and then re-scrunch it so that you have a cleaner side, and you just keep repeating that until it's all clean. If your paper towel gets too dirty, you run out of clean spots, get a new paper towel, and eventually your piece will become shiny. It will buff to full shine. It will be gorgeous, and you might notice that there are a couple parts that just are not buffing off, whether they are a little textured or they're a different size or they're pushed right up against each other. Sometimes the grout will stick a little bit more there. You can use one of the skewers to kind of help free some of the corners that might be trapped under grout that the paper towel is just not able to take off. Finally, my favorite step, the grout pull. Tear a corner and then just start ripping that bitch. Pull it at a 45-degree angle. That's the easiest. And don't worry about all those little crummies that are plopping down. They're not going to stick to anything. We're just going to brush those motherfuckers off with a soft bristled brush. And it's going to be clean. And it's going to be crispy. And it's going to be delicious. And you will notice if you look on the back of your piece that there is glue that is still milky. Once it's clear again, you are ready to frame this motherfucker. And he can be in your window and he can be awesome. And you can be awesome. And we can be awesome. And our army can be awesome. All right. Thanks, bitch. Bye.